Hello, welcome to Graphing Systems of Linear Inequalities. Here we're just going to review how to graph the inequalities and then shade them to see where the solutions will be at. So the directions say graph the system. So here's our system. Y is greater than or equal to negative 3x plus 4, and y is greater than 2x minus 5. So first let's graph our points. So for line 1, we've got positive 4. We've got an intercept of positive 4. So here we're going to plot our point, and we're going to count our slope. So I want to plot the y-intercept of 4, and my slope is going to be down 3, right 1. 1, 2, 3, right 1. And now I'm going to graph it. Oops. Graphing on this is a little more difficult. There we go. And now my line is going to be here. And I've got a solid line because it's greater than or equal to. So we should note that greater than or equal to, less than or equal to gives me a solid line. And on the opposite side, greater than or less than gives me a dashed line. Next, I need to graph y equals 2x minus 5. So I'm going to go down to negative 5. And my slope's up 2 over 1. Up to right 1. Up to right 1. Up to right 1. And now I can connect the dots. Sorry, my graphing tool is not agreeing with me right now. And this is actually going to be a dashed line all the way down. Now the complicated part becomes shading. If it's greater than, it means above the line. Greater than or greater than or equal to means to shade above the line, or values that are greater than a certain amount. Okay, so for above the line, I'm going to test values greater than my y-intercept. So I'm going to pick values greater than 4. 5 is greater than 4. So for my top line, I'm going to shade all the stuff above the line. For my green dashed line, I'm going to pick values larger than negative 5. The next value larger than negative 5 is negative 4. I'm going to shade above that line. And so all of my shading should actually overlap in this middle triangle right here. Let's look at one more example. It says graph the solution to the following systems, and the solution is where my lines overlap. So it's the shading overlap. Remember that I want to graph my y-intercept and count my slope, so I'm going to go to where y is 4, and my slope is up 3 over 1, so I'm going to go up 3 over 1, up 3 more over 1. And now I can plot my point. Since it is greater than and or equal to, it is going to be a solid line. I'm going to look at -9 as my y-intercept, which is right here. And now we have a problem. My slope is -2 over 1. I can't go down 2, I'm out of room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 2, I'm going to go left. I'm going to make one negative motion. As long as you make one negative motion, I'll have a negative slope. Up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1. Alright, now I should be able to plot my point. And since this is just a less than symbol, there's no equal to, it's going to be dashed. In the previous slide, the previous video, we noted that greater than and equal to and greater than mean to shade above the lines. For less than or equal to and less than, we must shade below the lines. Let's add the word shade here. Okay, so for the top one, I've got greater than or equal to, so I'm going to shade above. So for the blue line, the solid line, I'm going to shade everything above that line. For my light blue or my green line, my dashed line, I'm going to shade below the line. So my solution points are going to be in this area right here. Alright, so remember just to graph your points, shade above or below your line based on your symbol, and make sure you have a correct dotted or dashed line. Good luck.